Hello, this is your instructor, Josefino Gonzalez, and I wanted to touch bases on something that has been a bit of a concern. Apologize for any challenges you've had with accessing the links. If at any time you have access with a link, please communicate at the earliest, and I can reset that link, or we can find out how it is that you're checking in. I think whatever email you provided on your application to the grant is pretty much the email that is the primary email for accessing our Google Drive. If you have a secondary email, then please advise me so that I can invite you to access that document or whatever it might be, presentation, just to alleviate any problems. But aside from that, again, welcome. I want to touch bases on part two of the assignment. For professional dispositions. The second part is a piece that's really key because it's a piece that helps you build community. And in this profession, we think about it as networking because wherever it is you're employed now, that could be your future employer, or wherever it is you work now, that person in the office or a teacher, that administrator could be someone sitting on the next job panel. So we have to think about how we develop our interviewing skills. So this task is really to get some background. One is that real FaceTime, engaging in dialogue and inquiring, in terms of how it is that they got to where they're at. In this case, we're talking about professionalism. So you might have seen the questions that we have, and the questions are very fundamental. I mean, the outcomes on your observation should be rich um, and expanded. So think about the question might be as simple as I'll refer to number one. It's 1.1 using knowledge of students to engage them in learning. So if this question is really asking you to provide a specific example demonstrating how the teachers applied the standard, um, I want you to think about how you can make inferences there, and you can enhance your writing, your answer. So it's not to say that I want to just see a list of possible outcomes, but maybe the whys and the hows. So this becomes like a little a way of making notes, mental notes, and field experience notes, so that you're able to apply and conceptualize into the next assignment and so forth. Maybe some of you have been in the classroom for quite some time. At the same time, maybe some of you have been in the classroom for a short time. So keep that in mind. But you're going to get, you have all those questions to address. So then, if the second one, 1.2 is connecting learning to students' prior knowledge, backgrounds, life experiences, and interests. So what are we observing here? You know, think about that. Provide a specific example demonstrating how the teacher applied the standard. So be explicit on that. The bottom line is, I'm not looking for just short answers just to get out of the assignment. I want you to make it a learning setting because these are the building blocks into the next module and so forth. I hope I make myself clear on that. So when you do see my responses on the feedback I provide you, um, I'm gonna be specific on that. And keep in mind that the long-term goal is to you to be successful in your credential program. And when you have to do what we call at the end of your student teaching, the TPAs and so forth, that's important. That's important that you have an understanding how to interview and how to have strong observation tools. So that's what we're trying to get out of this assignment is prepare yourself for the future event when we have to do TPAs, classroom observations, and videotaping. So that's how we extend this activity. Any questions you might have, please reach me at the earliest. But I just want to make a comment because I'm starting to observe some challenges already, and I want to just be specific on that. I will still provide you feedback on the information you upload, and I might redirect you. For example, if you don't get the full points, then think about taken the notes that I put into play, and I redirect you to go back and revisit your answer, your observation writings, and then just embellish that, and that's how you can bump up your points. But again, send me an email if you have any concerns, and I hope that I made myself clear on that. I will be following up with some other information regarding what's happening next for the ATP process and also for the next courses. But this assignment, I'm going to allow you to continue working on it till the 17th of this month, and I'll send that in an email. So that'll be due on Feb the 17th instead of this 10th. Just to have some clarification on that. If you're having challenges with Canvas, please reach me, and then hopefully I can redirect you to the right party. Thank you so much.